What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the former Alabama players that have since transferred, and they found some homes, guys. And I'm going to just go down the list of the guys that transferred out. Of course, we all know we lost Aaron Anderson. He went in the transfer portal and landed spot, guys. He landed in LSU. Um, this was a shocker in my opinion. This was a freshman. He was injured early on in the season, and yeah, he dealt with a knee injury, and for most of the 2022 season, he wasn't able to get on the field, but he did decide to go in the transfer portal, and then, like I said, transferred to LSU. Uh, Definitely, a guy. He's from the state of Louisiana, and I could definitely see him, staying home and wanting to transfer back home to LSU. So, in my opinion, this was a shocker. Like I said, this is a freshman. I just got there and decided, to transfer out. Like I said, injuries was holding him back, but decided to transfer out. So uh, hope the best for him over there at LSU, and hopefully, he can get on the field and get some playing time. Next guy I'm talking about is JoJo Earl. I hate to see him go in the transfer portal. This was a guy that got some playing time. May not have started, uh, off the season like he would want to, and but uh, I'm gonna miss this guy. Kind of a twitchy guy, but at the same time, he didn't really get much playing time. Where in the time he did get, uh, he kind of dropped a couple of balls and everything like that. That seemed like that was just an issue with a lot of our wide receivers this season, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's lack of focus or what, but another guy that we're gonna miss out on, and he's since transferred to TCU. So going over there with Garrett Riley, uh, that offense is clicking for TCU. Of course, they're in the playoffs right now, and they're gonna play against Michigan. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does with that offense. Like I said, he's a twitchy guy. He's fast. You know, Definitely a guy that I wish we would have kept. Like I said, this is a guy that got playing time and decided to transfer out. So I don't know if he got a lucrative deal or he just wanted to go somewhere where he can get, some playing time. So maybe he'll get on the field over there at TCU and maybe to get some playing time. So that's another guy left out. Mari Kite, he hasn't listed any places that he's went, yet, but he entered the transfer portal. Tony Brockemeyer, the same thing. Uh, Very high, 5-star that Alabama was able to pick up, but never was able to crack, the starting position, on the line, offensive line for Alabama. So another guy that hasn't, made a decision yet on where he's going. But here's the shocker right here, guys. Javion Cohen, like I already did a video on him in the transfer portal. This is a guy that was a starter. He started in 25 games for Alabama for the past 2 seasons. And this is a guy, like I said, was a shocker to me. Got significant playing time and decided to go in the transfer portal. But he's decided to go to Miami. And, it was a shocker for him to be able to go. And he added depth to our offensive line. So we're losing a lot of experience with this guy. But we got a guy like Tyler Booker to come in and be able to get some significant playing time. So hopefully we'll see him in his matchup maybe against Kansas State that we got coming up for the Sugar Bowl. So definitely a guy, like I said, another shocker, but hopefully he can go over there and get some more playing time. But hope for the best for him at Miami. Another guy, Trayshawn Holden, a guy that got significant playing time this season, decided to go, and he's going to Oregon. He's going to be over there with new head coach, and I can't think his name right now, guys. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why I do that sometimes, but new head coach from Georgia, the former defensive coordinator, and he's over there with them, and hopefully best for him. He can get some more playing time over there. Like I said, these guys are guys that started and they're transferring out. I don't know if that's a sign that maybe Bill O'Brien might be coming back. I hope that's not the case, but another guy that transferred to Oregon. And Kyrie Jackson is going to Oregon as well, the cornerback for Alabama. So he was in the doghouse with Alabama with Nick Saban, and we didn't see him in a couple of games, later on in the season, and he has since, in the transfer portal and decided he's going to Oregon with Trayshawn Holden. So those two guys going to Oregon. Center Tanner Bowles, he decided to go to Kentucky. This is a guy. He was the third center behind Seth McLaughlin. So we really didn't see too much of him. So in my opinion, not too big of a loss. Now, what's interesting, we still have Tommy Brockermeyer's brother there still at Alabama. I don't know if he's going to leave as well, but he plays center. So if he decides to stay with us, they have Seth McLaughlin and him. And of course, we know Darian Dalcourt is going to be gone. So Tanner Bowles being gone, going to Kentucky, like I said, that's a guy that didn't really get significant playing time, so I can see why he would leave. He's going to Kentucky. Another guy that I wish we had got on the field, Christian Leary. This guy has speed, a very, very talented guy. I hated that he entered the transfer portal. He decided to go to Central Florida. So he's going over there with Gus Malzahn. And I could definitely see Gus Malzahn utilizing him, his speed and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does for the Golden Knights. Like I said, a guy I hate to see leave, but at the same time, we didn't put him on the field. So I don't know the reason why we didn't put him on the field, but in my opinion, Bill O'Brien has done a horrible job of scheming with the players that we have on the field. I think what he did, try to take Alabama's offensive playbook and tried to, utilize what we already had. And I'm pretty sure Nick Saban told him to, keep the playbook this same way, but put your own little, style on it, the scheming and everything. We got fast guys, and we never really got to use them this season. So hats off to Christian Leary. Hopefully he can thrive over there at UCF, under Gus Malzahn. The other guy, Damian George, he hasn't decided where he's going. He's still out there looking. A guy on the offensive line that didn't, got some playing time, but wasn't a starter this season, so I can see why he would have left. Braylon Ingram, the defensive lineman, he decided to go to Syracuse. So this is a guy that really never cracked, not even got to play. He was just a reserve guy at Alabama, and he was medically retired at Alabama, so I didn't know that about him. But he was a former four-star, and he hasn't played for Alabama since 2020, so I could definitely see why he left, went to Syracuse. The punter/kicker, Jack Martin, he decided to go to Houston. He's from Dothan, Alabama, a native, so like I said, he was just a reserve guy. He was a backup, kicker and punter, so I can see why he left. And then, of course, Trey Sanders, he hasn't decided where he's going yet, but I saw somewhere where he was looking like, he wanted to go to Colorado. He tweeted something to Deion Sanders like, "You got room, Unc," or something like that. So far, I haven't heard anything about him going to Colorado, but but I have to keep an eye on where he goes. But that's pretty much it, as far as players from Alabama that went in the portal. And like I said, there was some shockers there. Like I said, with JoJo Earl, Christian Leary, but at the same time, with Christian Leary, I can understand, wasn't able to get on the field, but like Javion Cohen and JoJo Earl, Trayshawn Holden, these were guys that were playing and decided to go out. So majority of these guys, if I'm not mistaken, Kyrie Jackson's the only defensive guy. The rest of the guys are offensive guys. Man, I hope Bill O'Brien's not coming back. His contract is up in February, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't heard anything about him coming back. So hopefully he's gone, and maybe we can get some new offensive minds to come in, new coordinator to come in and take over the offense. We're definitely going to need somebody, come in and turn this program around offensively. But that's all I have for the video. If you guys haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.